So I'm just here chilling. I'm medicating with incense, if that makes any sense. Got some incense up there. The way I look at it, it's psychological. It reminds me when I was young, my brothers were into the smoking weed and the incense and all that, and it, brings me back to when I was younger. Makes me feel a little younger. It's all psychological, and I don't do it often. Once in a while, so I call it medicating with incense. And let's see. I don't know what to talk about. Did you guys ever even read this last time I fucking showed you? California knife laws, penal code 20200. Read it. Anyway, the other time I did that, I had like straps and shit all over my shirt. I don't think you could see it. Maybe I said it, but so. And anyway, once in a while, when I go surf myself on YouTube to see other people's channel, and I leave a comment, once in a while I don't get a comment back, and it's from somebody who has like a, I don't know, maybe not a lot of, hardly any subscribers at all. And then they won't respond with a love sign back. You know what I think it is maybe they have an age restriction on their deal, and like if somebody comes on and makes a comment that doesn't have an age restriction, then they may not say something back, because then it might come back to them. That I understand. So, and some people are just weird that way. I don't know. They don't want to give you a love sign back. What? You're showing them love, and they don't give you love back. And let's see. I was going to talk about something. Fuck, I forgot. I'm drinking some nice-ass coffee here. You know what, guys? I'm going to have to prove this, but I don't know why, but it seems like somebody's charging my battery while I'm sleeping at night. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll have my stuff charged, plugged into my large capacity phone battery, or a battery in general. And it's really big, but I know for a fact, I was using it all day the other day, and then, anyway, and so I was using it all day the other day, and then I used it all night without plugging it. I could have plugged it in, but I didn't. I had it still stuck in the big battery, and I was just going over whatever I was doing, finishing up with my editing and so forth, because I do everything on my phone. And I was like, all of a sudden, I wake up in the morning and I go, oh, I got to go charge this big battery because it's been working all day yesterday and all through the night. So I first I look at my phone, fully charged. Okay, fully charged, because it was plugged into the battery. Okay, so that makes sense. Then I take the battery out and I check it. Because why not? That's what you do. You want to see how much charge it's got. So I check it. The motherfucking thing is fucking full. All right, so this is where I suspect. When you're asleep, you're actually keying into another realm. And this is how I believe that real wizards, real people that have magic are able to do the things they do, because they're able to key in to those things while they're in a subconscious state or whatever. And what they do is the body is saying, hey, there's a charger there's this battery near you. And I don't know if it's, speaking, so to speak, but somehow or another, your energy from your body is charging the battery. So, I told you guys once I was going to prove this to you, and I really need to get on that, because this is more than 5 times this has happened that I can, maybe even more. I just kind of forget over time. It's like when something like this happens, you just assume that, I don't know. I didn't really want to try to figure it out, to be honest with you. But I had no choice. Eventually it was like, wait a minute, this isn't making sense. This isn't logical. But anyway, so I'm going to try to prove that to you in one of my next videos. I promise you. The next video will be, did it or didn't it work, and stuff like that. Because I'll be honest with you, on occasion, when I don't sleep well, the fucking thing does look drained when I go and check it. So that's why I'm thinking that to be, extremely good at what you do, you have to learn things in a subconscious level. And that's how you get super fucking keyed into shit. Now, it doesn't mean that, another entity is helping you, but that also does happen. But it doesn't mean they're the ones charging the battery. It's your body that is fucking electric. So somehow or another, just like you go set a fucking phone on one of those wireless chargers, your body can do the same fucking thing. But if you're not in the proper state of subconscious intertwine, in other words, you have to have the proper plug to go, you have to have the capacity to have that electricity from your body go into your battery. But if you don't know how to do that, it's not going to work. Anyway, it's just a idea I came up. You're probably going to think I'm full of it, but I'm going to definitely try to see if I'm going to do an experiment. In the next video, I promise we will have a conclusion, and I will. If nothing happens, I'm going to be extremely honest and go, well, typical guys. When you want to prove something and you think that you got validity, all of a sudden the fucking shit goes south and you can't prove it. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not just making this claim out of nowhere. This shit's happened actually more than 5 times. It's just that after a while, so many strange things have happened in my life that I just blow them off. Or I call myself a wizard, kind of jokingly. But in a lot of ways, sometimes I wonder if that's exactly what's going on. That you are a fucking wizard, you just don't know it. Most people are wizards, they just don't know it, is what I think I'm saying. They're able to do things with their own energies, but, that whole shit where you, make curses and shit with your mouth, that doesn't play into it. All that magic shit derives from your subconscious mind and the ability that you have naturally to be universal for, let's say, my battery and be able to charge it. Otherwise, if you're not universal and you have your hookup doesn't match that hookup, you're not going to be able to prove that you can do stuff like a wizard. But hey, to me, a wizard is just that. Somebody who can keep a battery charged without, there's no reasoning behind it. So, of course, very, very fucking interesting. So guys, I just want to let you know in the next video I do, I'm going to, I guess, do a sum up evaluation of, is this battery shit really happening, or am I having delusions of grandeur, or is this actually fact-based? And, I'm not going to ask the question because I already feel like it is fact-based. I just can't, understand the intertwinings. It's like, if you are a warlock, doesn't mean you're going to understand how you're keying in shit. But because it's not attached to your logistical, biological mind. So when you're able to disattach from that, all kinds of interesting things can happen. Another example, real quick, before I leave you, I dropped a coffee cup. I told people this before. I'm going to retell it. It was a big fucking heavy coffee cup. All right. And, I fucking slipped like a dummy, and my hand grabbed it wrong or something. It fell. It was twirling and it was falling. And right below it was my cat at the time. My cat didn't know. He's oblivious. But the fucking thing was going right towards his head. So immediately I had a catastrophic panic attack within a fraction of a second. And that cup stopped right before it came to my cat's head. It stopped about that far from my cat's head, but it was still doing this as it was when it was falling. So whatever made that cup stop, it made it stop from hitting my cat, but it didn't stop the twirling that it was doing as it was falling. And yeah, I got a creepy feeling for a split second when it happened, and even somebody jokingly said, maybe it was your cat that did it, because cats are like really powerful. No. That I laughed at, and I was humored by it, but the truth is, no, I think, it was either some other entity did it or I did it. Anyway, next video, I'm going to see if this battery is getting charged by me. We're going to, I don't know how I'm going to prove it verbatim, but if it does happen, all right.